Done. And the boogie down. Uptown. And the boogie down. The boogie down. TFH representing YOG.
Yeah. What's going on out there, man? What's going on? One Words Podcast, man. We here early today, man. Just want to address a couple issues, man. It's been going on out here. It's really upsetting and it's disappointing. You got old guys, supposed to be elders leading these young guys, and they leading them down a path of destruction, trying to get clout chasing, you know what I'm saying, and trying to do anything for money. If you guys don't, know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the recent issue that we had. We had an interview done by Adam 22 and WACK, sanctioned by WACK 100, out there. And we really feel some kind of way about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm NY all day. We lost Pop Smoke right at the time when he was just starting in his career. He was just a young, booming young kid with so much talent, and his life was snuffed away from him by this careless, unremorseful person. And I understand he's young and he's a child too, and it was a child coming at another child, however, the platform, to advocate and give him a big platform like Adam 22, man, it's disgusting. We disgusted by it. We was rocking with Pop Smoke, when he came out, and they was rocking with him out there on the West. That's why he was out there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's just this underhanded stuff that's been going on. You guys been clout chasing, man, and it's really disgusting. I've had enough of it. And WACK 100, this ain't the first time he sanctioned something that was questionable. And his whole organization, guys that he rolls with, need to begin to check him and rein him in, because he's a right now he's a culprit. He's a culprit, of the destruction of the morals, in this culture. He claiming he a Pyru, and all this, and he was the first one to go out there and get 6ix9ine an interview. So I just want to jump into this right quick. We got a lot of things to cover, so we're gonna be back on in multiple times today. But I just want to cover this and let y'all know why it's wrong. It's not only wrong, it's dead wrong. And that's what happens when you have guys that are not a part of the culture that's coming in this culture, right? And they bringing forth negative energy because they're not from this culture. They only here to make money, okay, and sell souls and captivate souls and deal with the feds and Illuminatis and all these kind of people that they dealing with. And these people are the ones that keep them in power. That's why they on these type of shows with this kind of power, because they selling their soul and they trying to get the youth, to sell their souls too. So you guys just, quickly, check this out. Check out this disgusting issue with the Adam 22 interview, man, that happened here. Just a couple days ago. It was disgusting. I was disgusted by it. If I was the Wu, I'd be up in arms right now. Y'all niggas better I'm not. Listen. Chill out, B. Chill out, son. Word. Don't make me come out there, B. You know what I'm saying? Yo. That is really, really disrespectful, man. This is what I'm talking about right here, man. You know, this is what I'm talking about right here. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here, man. You know, talking about this disgusting thing that happened. I mean, just look at this kid. Look. You know, look what he's saying as he's even starting.
Well, I'm not saying it's impossible.
Look.
Lost.
So you didn't know that it was going to be that big a deal until it starts popping up in the media and stuff the next day?
Like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was connected to. I don't know where he was from. I didn't know shit. All I knew is what I knew. And that's what I made my decision based off. And that was hard too. I was off a bird. So I wasn't really fully aware of anything, well, too much. So.
And all the dudes you were with were like approximately your age?
Around.
Had y'all gone on missions like this before?
Next question.
So it wasn't a situation where, because a lot of people were trying to, so when the situation did happen, there was a lot of speculation of what happened. And there was 2 people in the house that night with Pop Smoke that people thought backdoored them and shit. So you saying that you didn't know any of the people in the house at all?
Nobody backdoored nobody.
Liar, man.
Let's clear that up. Nobody.
Kid, he's a fucking liar.
I know that 100% for sure. Nobody backdoored nobody. That female, I can't speak too much on that, but she don't know what she's talking about at all.
As far as what did she say that you
She
seen?
came out at one point and basically acted as if she believed that it was a backdoor situation, and she tried to call out the Mike D dude and like act like he was being shady, but it never really seemed like that was accurate. You're saying that that's true, that y'all did not know him? Because how the bunch of 15-year-old kids from LA be in touch with older Brooklyn Crip dudes that just like seemed like a.
You see, that's what I'm talking about, yo. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, this right here is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, and this Adam 22, the dude is a snake, man. He's a snake. He might even be a federal agent, B. Nigga might even be a federal agent, yo. Keep your eyes on him. You know, he did this. This guy, Adam 22, he did the same exact thing just a couple weeks ago, or whenever they displayed. He was on the trap law. He was up there with the trap law guy defending his actions when niggas was telling him that, you know, look, take a look at this for a minute. I'm gonna jump back to this, but you know what I'm saying? Just take a look at this. You know what I'm saying?
This hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
If we're rallying back, if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. The fact is, this is your lane. This is what you've done. This is the attention you've called to it. I don't know how many deaths have happened because of what you covered.
0.
Okay, you're sure about
0.
that. You're sure about that.
You saying I got bodies?
No.
That's crazy, right?
I'm also not laughing at it because all the bodies we're talking about are black. So I'm not okay to joke about that. And I never said you had bodies. I said, but that doesn't make you. That doesn't mean you're. That doesn't.
I'm not responsible. I'm standing on that.
I get that you would, because if you didn't, and if you thought that you would, you'd have to change something.
How many is Dirk responsible for?
I'm not asking about Dirk. When Dirk sits in the chair, I'll ask him. When Fabio came here, I got to him. You're in the chair. I'm asking you.
I make videos about Dirk.
Okay, but if he hadn't been catching any bodies, would you still talk about him?
Yeah.
You're sure?
I've been doing hip hop content before the gangster shit.
Well, we don't think Dirk has bodies, for the record.
Right. That again, not the point. Not the point. Like,
Yeah, nobody's saying that here.
yeah,
Yeah,
not
but
the
don't be
point.
pushing the violence.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm making responsible content that's given a factual summary of what's going on in hip hop, and I
How-
think a lot of
how-
it's negative.
no.
Hold on. Is your content sexy?
I'm
That's
cooking.
that's also
Thank you.
not the question, because you're not covering. This isn't hip hop. This is crime.
It's gangster rap drill music,
Right.
Which is the
Crime.
most popping subgenre in hip hop right now.
Crime.
Gangster rap.
But there are plenty of other genres you could cover.
And I've been covering them. You see my Eminem video? No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to talk
You
about
have a
the Eminem
Kendrick video?
Yeah.
You have a Kendrick
When
video?
Kendrick met Obama, I got a whole video on it. No one watched it, but it's there.
Okay, but you stopped that.
I'd still be doing it here and there.
Here and there, but not
Because drill music's the
but-
most
but
popping thing.
you
Kendrick
know-
ain't
no,
even out here like that.
drill music is the most popping thing because it's celebrating death.
And I think the rappers are the celebrating death the most. You're trying to blame me.
No,
No,
I'm making
no,
you
we're not
respond.
blaming you.
No, don't help him. I'm making you. I'm making you responsible for what you're doing.
I'm doing it responsibly.
He's telling
bro.
the story in a responsible
I'm
manner.
telling it responsibly.
Dirk is out here saying, I mean, I could quote 100 different
Yeah,
Dirk
he's like,
lyrics that are
no.
like these beautiful little pieces of poetry that are basically encouraging more death. And they're catchy, and people use them as the Instagram captions. And that is so much more convincing in terms of somebody who might be kind of like on the edge of killing someone than him doing a 3-hour documentary that seeks to add context and explain exactly what happened in a certain situation.
And again, we're shifting it. We're moving.
Right, you shifting it and moving it, because how is he going to describe what's going on? He ain't going to describe shit what's going on because he doesn't know nothing that's going on. He's looking at it from the outside in. That's the problem with you stupid ass people that are not in the culture, that are out here putting messages out. You don't even know what you're talking about, Adam 22. You actually a fool. You talking about he's putting videos out celebrating niggas getting killed, and then they get clout off of it, and then it causes more people to get killed. You know, that's the problem. This Adam 22, he's a big problem. Y'all gotta begin to call him out on what he's doing and call WACK 100 out. You know, who is the one sanctioning this dude? Why was WACK 100 not in the interview? Let's go. Let me go back into this a minute before I get pissed off out here, B. Shout out Microphone Terrorist, Vinny Idol out there, man. Y'all already know, man. It's gonna be a big year, 2024, man. War and Wars podcast. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. Let me jump back into this right quick, man. Word. This guy is a nut, man. Look at this shit here, man. This shit is crazy, man. These guys here, man, you know, they're here, you know, with this nonsense, man. And it ain't right, man. It's not right at all. And they
Stretch from the beginning, right?
Man.
Exactly. Well, I'm not saying it's impossible to know, but we didn't know that nigga. I don't even know what he looked like. I don't even know what the female looked like.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I don't wake up in the morning and pay attention to this situation. It's in the back of my head, like what I did, like, feel me? But I'm not every day. That's what they post and what they talking about. I just let social media be social media. Yeah, they want a reaction. I'm not gonna give it to y'all. So I'll just let them do what they do. You're not getting a reaction out of me.
Right. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly like what you're going to be comfortable talking about, but everybody keeps saying that you were the trigger man. Is that accurate?
Next question.
Can't talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Even if you wasn't the trigger man, I feel like, because a lot of people were saying it was a robbery gone wrong. No, and no one was intended to get hurt that night.
Nobody's intended to get hurt. Nobody.
So do you feel like drugs played a part in the situation? Like, why did he end up getting shot anyway? Like, why? Especially
I don't feel like the drugs was part of the situation. I just feel like, I don't know, we was just kids. being kids from the hood, and too much movement. That's all. Too much movement.
As a movement from Pop Smoke
Movement from everybody
in the house.
Too much shit going on. It's too much shit going on. So it's like it wasn't intentionally. It wasn't on that.
You were picturing it just being a in and out type of situation, or you didn't even know they were gonna be home, right?
I didn't even know they was gonna be home. Honestly, I didn't know. Once I got there, and I got the dribble. Like kid,
Yeah.
like what some petty ass 5-6 months for a robbery. I ain't worried about it.
Did you feel emboldened as a 15-year-old because you knew that even if you did get caught for some crazy shit, that you're going in for a few years and then you're getting out?
Nah.
You hadn't even thought about it?
When I waited there, it wasn't a few years that you get it out. It wasn't none of that. While I waited there, the first words I heard from I first had a public defender. First words I heard from the public defender was, "You would probably never see light again."
Even as a 15-year-old, they told you that right away.
At 16.
16.
Well, I was 17 because they arrested me right after my birthday. So from hearing that, like that right there just broke me. Like never coming home. And I'm just like, now it's like, it's what it is. Like, I can't do shit about it no more.
How many days later did it take for you to get arrested? Because what they said, it was anonymous tips from New York.
It was a minute. It took a minute.
Yeah, nobody who knew who did it for like months after it happened, right?
5-6 months. They didn't arrest us for a minute.
And when you were thinking you got away with it?
I didn't think I got away with it. I was up like every day, like looking out my window, like every time I hear sirens, I'll wake up in my sleep and look outside the window. Like, I never thought I got away with it. I got too comfortable, yeah.
What do you mean by too comfortable?
I just allowed myself to, the way I was moving, I allowed myself, basically, like, I had my phone on me, the same, like, I should have got rid of that phone. I'm just being young, like, man, like, police ain't know what they talking about. Niggas ain't got shit on me. I mean, like, feel me, but outside in the back of my mind, like, fuck, like, they probably got something, but they still ain't have nothing. Like, when I was up in there, they have nothing on me. Nothing.
And so are you just like sitting around the house, kind of hiding out a little bit, and you're looking at social media, and I'm sure you're like realizing how much this meant to so many people?
I woke up. I said woke up. I didn't even wake up. I had to go to school the next morning. I go to school the next morning. I step into my classroom. The teacher put it right there on the big screen.
Damn. So what grade are you in at this time?
I was like 10th grade, 11th, 10th, yeah. 10th.
And the teacher's talking about it.
Teacher's talking about
So literally the next day after Pop Smoke was killed, you went to school the same day.
Same day.
You went to school and they're talking about it in the classroom.
In the class.
And you having a guilty conscience in the classroom.
I honestly don't remember how I felt.
Yeah.
I just looked at it and just like, I didn't make no face expression, nothing. I just looked at it. Like, what can I do? What can I say? What can I can't go back in time.
Another major thing from the whole scenario is they say that that you guys robbed Pop Smoke for a watch and y'all pawned it for $2,000. So with that being said, it was 4 of y'all split 4 ways. That's $500. Was it worth it?
The social media don't know what they're talking about. And no, it wasn't worth. Nothing's worth another person's life.
But that thing about the watch is cap?
That's cap. They don't know what they're talking about. They just, like, I was watching that shit yesterday. That was like my 3rd time hearing it. So I was in jail. They was telling me, like, oh, you niggas don't know what y'all talking about. And then I was watching a video with my manager yesterday. I seen that shit. I'm just like the media come up with anything to say. Like,
So you're saying the rumors about the watch, y'all only getting 2,000 is cap?
that's all cap.
Because the night Pop Smoke was killed, he had a whole bunch of money that he was showing on Instagram. He had chains on and stuff too. So I don't know where the rumor came from, but people were just saying that y'all only made off with 2,000. Well, with the watch, so that's all cap.
From the police report, they said that it was like, I want to say 3,000 worth of cash up in there, change and shit, and the watch was stolen. But that 2,000 shit, that's cap. And split in 2,000 4 ways, 500. Even being young, I'm not going for it. I ain't stupid. And but next question.
So pretty soon after you got caught, there came this video of you kind of throwing up gang signs and shit to the camera and not seeming terribly repentant. It feels like you're it didn't seem like you were sorry or anything for what you had done.
No, I know what that word means. I'm talking about what video.
Oh, he wasn't the one in the video. Was it somebody else? There was like a video that came out like right after it happened that was like billed as Pop Smoke's killer FaceTimes from jail or some shit like that. It's been so long since I've seen it.
There was a few jail videos.
I know it's multiple of us that got posted. So
okay, that one wasn't you.
If it's me throwing up gang signs video, like I'm from over, I'm gonna throw up my gang signs regardless. I don't care where I'm at, who I'm around. I don't care if Barack Obama around me. I'm gonna throw up the set. Like
that same energy.
I'm from over, so it's not me being not feeling bad about the situation and shit. Like I'm still gonna rap what I gotta rap. Like if I'm on the phone with my people, I'm on the phone with my people. I ain't gonna seem sad. Like, well, I don't want to bring my family down while I'm in jail. Like every phone call, I made sure I'm excited, and I didn't really hop on the phone like that. I went months, down there a year without calling my family. I don't like talking over the phone. Ever since I read like that discovery paper and like start growing up, like really studying my discovery, I don't like phones. Like I haven't been on my social media. Ever since all that happened, like I post and get off. I haven't been on it. I haven't looked at it. Haven't seen him text me.
Is this too much bullshit?
I just don't really care for the social media shit. Everybody says I'm chasing clout. I don't care about no clout.
Cause
I care about the money.
And another video went viral. I guess you were like eating pizza. Was that you in the video? Like you was eating pizza? Yeah, because a lot of people were upset.
It was like a photo, right?
Yeah, it's a photo. That video, that picture, that's me in jail. Like every situation, I make the best of it. I was regular. I had pizza, I had burgers, I had tacos, I had everything. Yeah, I was in jail, but I had access to a lot of things: phones, wax pens, puff bars. That was the way I am, my personality. Yeah, for the situation, a lot of people looking at me like I'm a bad guy, but you don't know me. You know me as a person. A lot of people really f with me, like so. Me going up into juvenile halls the way I am, and then like I'm in there fighting. No, I can't say I was running shit, but I'm low key like niggas know like he got drugs, he got this. The staff gonna listen to him. The staff gonna like, let him get away with shit. Like, feel me? So yeah, I was just getting everything. We had tattoo gun in there. We had I didn't got caught with over like 20 phones
in like a 4-year span. Or
not even a 4 year span. Even 4? Like my 2 years, I didn't get no drugs, no nothing.
So
but once I hit that, like
I want to chime
19,
in. I want to chime in. I want to chime in here just for a moment. You know, I want to chime in here just for a moment. You know, just to understand and give a little bit of perspective of this. Now, so Los Angeles, LA. Is known, you know, for taking out East Coast rappers. You know, West Coast is a dangerous place. You know, there's love out there for some, but there's hate out there, right? And rappers and people get set up out there all the time, right? So when you got a situation, that's the sensitive nature of this particular thing. And that's the reason why, out of respect, WACK 100, right? So WACK 100 disappeared from this interview. He didn't show up as if it exonerates him in some way for not being there. It doesn't. Everybody knows that he's a shot caller out there, right? He could have shut this interview down. WACK 100 could have stopped this interview. He didn't stop it, right? Because again, he's clout chasing. WACK 100, he don't care about nothing but the money that he's gonna get from this publicity stunt. And I want y'all to think about this, right? Because WACK 100, right, is the same dude that sanctioned the Tekashi 6ix9ine interview. He's the same nigga that sanctioned the Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? And WACK 100 is connected to Game, right? WACK 100 is connected to Game, right? And they are known for knowing information about what's going on out there when big rappers is out there. So to believe that these kids, right, went to kill Pop Smoke or rob him or whatever they did, right, and no elders, right? I'm talking about people that have the power and ability to stop this. They could have stopped that, right? Game has connections to New York rappers, right? Pop Smoke was well loved just coming out, and he was well connected in New York City. So if I'm the Wu right now, if I'm his peoples, right, I'm already ready to question WACK 100 on why would you, with the tension that goes on between LA and New York, East Coast and West Coast, why would you put out an interview like this without first consulting with somebody on the East Coast that it was okay that everybody could gather something, you know, from this type of presentation? And people can gather something because, like I said, it's just one kid killing another kid, so nobody wins in the situation. That's not what I'm saying. That he's not 100%, you know, susceptible because he's a kid. You know, what I'm saying is that this is a high tension situation. This is a situation, right, that could lead. It's not even could. It's going to lead, right, to some big consequence and ramifications, right, behind it, right, to where you leading into that same thing or that same type of division that could occur is that big. Because when you put them on a big platform like this, right, without getting the approval or getting the giving somebody the courtesy, you know, to make a decision, y'all should do that. It'll be good for the culture to see it both ways. But now, when y'all come out and do it for clout, right, and do it to try to you know, build up your sales, your views, and all of that stuff, you know, it's a problem with it. So I have a problem with it. I think it was not thought out correctly. I think it was too soon. I don't think that he should have been propelled to this platform at this particular time. But I want y'all to I'm not the only one that feels this way about what went on with this particular interview. And you know, shout out to Academics because Academics, he had a great perspective on it. And he did speak to WACK 100. There's a conference with him and WACK 100. You know what I'm saying? And they put things on the table, but you can't expect Academics to check WACK 100 or bring him to any type of level of understanding that what he did was wrong, because Academics he's not a street guy. It's not a street guy. He's a blogger, you know, and you know he you know, he does call the cops on people. He's told you that he's called the cops on people. He did it several times, you know. So what we want to do, you know, is you know, I want to take a look at this Academic, but shout out Academics. You know, he did in his own like kind of like, you know, bring some perspective to it. So I want to look at that for a minute.
That's a great question, and Because I've been watching it, and it seems like it was a thing, but that's not there.
Nah, you bring
Because you got a side of New York telling dude, come out here, we got you. Fuck that nigga. So when you dealing with that shit, and remember, Pop, in his defense, he died at the, he was at that breaking point of his career. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't, did any tours or really clicked up or been running with this, or made any type of, the allegiance he got with 50 Cent today, he don't even know, right? Like, so I don't think that. I don't know. What are you feeling on that side of it? I don't,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm slightly disappointed in New York. I'm gonna tell you why. Like, even without the reasons, and those are the reasons, right? That I wouldn't do the interview. But even then, let's remove that. I was thinking before. I was like, well, your headquarters is basically nestled right in New York City.
Yeah.
If you do that, you're gonna get the backlash. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I'm feeling like there probably wouldn't been that much of a backlash, because I think that's a disappointment. Because, for example, I thought there was gonna be some solidarity on how people in New York felt about, like, yo, this is a dude who killed someone who pretty much changed the trajectory of what New York rap was, and it was bringing us places. This guy means a lot to us, even if we don't fuck with the nigga. You get what I mean? But I think in New York, it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
There's a few individuals, and I don't want to act like everybody. Like, there's a few individuals is like, yo, nah, that shit's unacceptable. But when I first saw it, I thought that this was gonna be the response. Yo, man, it's clipped for no jumper with any New York artist even getting up there no more. It's over, because you can't go do that with that nigga who basically is shitting on the existence of somebody who helped an entire city. But I don't think New York looks at it like that, which I think is a little sad. But everybody probably have their reasons.
I think Lord, for God willing, is not a good dude. If this would have been like, and I'm not trying to go too big of a guy, like a Davey situation, then New York be tripping and flipping right now. I'm not trying to go with a 50 or Fat Joe. I'm just trying to kind of stay, man, if this was one of those situations, I think New York would be tripping. But for some reason, man, it's like,
unfortunately, I think it would have to be like a 50. Bro, I really think New York don't really come together for nothing. I think, I think there's a bunch of people. When I look at New York, like, New York is so even divided just by boroughs. Like, yeah, Brooklyn, yeah, they give a fuck, but niggas in the Bronx is doing what they do. Niggas in Queens, they do. So it's weird and odd, but man, I don't really think they would care that much, man. Well, not care, but I don't think they would be like, yo, listen, as a collective, man, we just not about to have that. You know what I mean?
Y'all hear what the fuck they saying about us, right? Y'all hear what they say? These niggas is talking about us New Yorkers as if we not even in the fucking room, yo. They talking about us like we not even in the fucking room, yo. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? These New York niggas ain't gonna do nothing. It's disrespectful. It been going on. And the same shit with the 6ix9ine shit. Nigga come home and doing a video in fucking Brooklyn, and he took down the whole fucking Brooklyn, man. What y'all niggas doing out there, man? Word up. But pay attention what he's saying, man. That's what they saying. New York niggas is not standing on morals and bringing this guy to the accountability, especially WACK 100. He's at a place where he needs to be checked. He needs to, right? He needs to receive understanding on how to deal with etiquette. He doesn't have any morals anymore, right? And he's a number one, right, top guy in the West Coast, WACK 100, and he knows just about everything that is happening or going to happen, right? And that's the problem. Look how they talking about New York niggas. They put Pop Smoke's killer up there. Now he's gonna become rich and famous, write a book, write some poetry, shit on niggas, talk crazy, be crazy, do crazy. Yo, check yourself. I'm checking myself. I'm an NY nigga too. I'm checking myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's even bigger than NY. It's the industry as a whole. It's the industry as a whole that needs to call this shit out. Call WACK 100 out, because he's just planting the seeds, right? He planting the seeds for like East Coast, West Coast, like conflict. Because if this kid, for one reason, for one specific instance, thinks that he's just gonna walk around, tell the story, make a movie about it, he's not, he doesn't express any remorse at all. Okay, any remorse at all. I just wanted to point this out. The key to what I'm saying is that the fact of the matter is that because of the tension with East Coast, West Coast, right? Before you put that kid on a big platform like No Jumper, WACK 100 should have been, right, brought to confer with people, especially niggas that was riding with Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? That, yeah, it'll be good for the culture to get the story out, and then everybody could be a part of the narrative. But for you to just surprise dudes and put the killer out there, and you propelling him, and now he's getting famous and rich, and you giving him a platform, to propel from, is not only propelling and teaching other youth, right? Other young dudes, yo, let me whop something, right? And I could get famous too. That's what you showing them. I could shoot someone, right, and become famous. But tune back in. I want to finish with academics. Academics, he had a great perspective. He had a great perspective on why it shouldn't have came out. Shouldn't have came out that way. And Adam 22, he's a pussy. He's a faggot. That nigga, he even fucks men. He's a faggot. So Adam 22, we don't expect any accountability or anything from him. He's nothing, right? You know what I'm saying? He's just doing whatever they allow him to do. I'm talking about WACK 100, supposed to, right? He has more accountability. He claims he's a street guy. He has more accountability to bring that, to somebody before putting this kid on a platform. And don't hide like that. He thinks just by not being in the interview that he's exonerated from this. He's not. But this is the planting of the seeds of this is the planting of the seeds, right? Of something that could spiral into something big, right? A big feud again between East and West that could have been simultaneously, right, hampered and brought into perspective and kept at bay, right? Because if you think for a moment, there ain't some young dudes out there that was riding with Pop Smoke that have a big issue with this, right? Then you not really paying attention to what's going on. So this could definitely plant the seed, right? And it again doesn't make people feel safe, in the West Coast. And West Coast, they just be doing some grimy stuff out there, man. Real grimy, backhand, underhanded stuff. But look how they talk about New York niggas like we not even in the room. They having a conversation about what we as New Yorkers should do and what we shouldn't do, and as if we not even in the room, because that's what New York has degraded itself to, right? That they could mop us and there ain't no there's no consequence. But tune back in. I want to share back with this academics. You know what I'm saying? Get back into this.
Another thing, do you feel like if dude was to start rapping right now, do you think he did it out of order? Think he should have had some out already and then did this, do you think if he was to start rapping right now, would people kind of like, well, he'll have an identity because they'll say that's the guy that was part of Pop Smoke. But do you think he would lose all East Coast support? Nobody wouldn't fuck with him?
Now, I guess I got to get a disclaimer on this because I'm not really trying to get a dude career advice, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I was to give him advice, like, to be honest, he should have been, he's in a weird spot, I think, right? Because he's going to realize this in the middle portion he's playing. Because I did watch the interview. I send condolences, but I'm not sorry. Bro, you're going to have to be one of the two. You're going to have to be like, nigga, it happened. Fuck y'all niggas if y'all mad. This is how we get down in the streets. And shit, I think that's how a rap career starts. Or you could be mad apologetic, and that comes with some sort of sympathy. Be like, well, he got into this shit because he was a kid. But I think the worst thing he's doing, if we're thinking about some type of longevity, because once people hear the story, like, you know what I mean, now it's we have a time clock on it. This in the middle kind of, you know, yeah, I'm not happy that it went down like that, but I got no regrets. If I supposedly he got a manager, I don't even know why he got a manager if he ain't rapping.
That's a fact. I believe P Nice might be managing. You know, they called me like 10 days ago to do the interview before they called anybody.
They've been.
Hey, by the way,
you snake ass.
You shouldn't even did
WACK
the
100
interview on
fake
Kill
ass.
the Rap Drop. If he's gonna rap, I don't know if he's gonna rap. You can tell me if he is.
Chairman ass, old ass.
First of all, you're supposed to do the rap, sensationalize it in the rap, and then everybody gonna want to hear the interview, and then you could tone it down. Be like, nah, I'm just rapping, blah blah blah. But you don't like. You gave out this story in such a, I want to say almost boring way that, yeah, you know what I mean.
He was too cool. He was too cool. He wasn't in entertainment mode. AB, you in here? Where you at, AB? AB from the Bay. AB got a question.
Yes, I'm here. Hello, DJ Academics.
What's wrong with your mic, AB?
Academics, is this live? Can you hear me?
They got me feeling like I'm academics. Can't rock.
You're in here, bro. Hey, Ack, are you there?
Yeah, that was Academic's perspective on it, and you know, it was a good perspective. You know, the kid is playing the middle. He's playing the middle ground, and it's a dangerous situation when you get to promote, or you coming into promoting the fact that you can kill somebody, and then you can just you know, walk around outside, you know. He's trying to actually now create a rap career for himself, and become a rapper. And so you know, this is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning of this, right? And we're gonna see a lot more of backlash. You know, that's gonna come from this. We're gonna be dealing with it a little bit more. I recommend everybody go out, you know, check that interview, you know, check it out, you know, and you know, get this kid back into perspective, man, because this shit ain't right, yo. This shit is not right at all, yo. It's not right 100%. You know, and people got to start being held, you know, accountable, man, for what they doing.
Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison.
A terrorist, godfather, return of the 40 thieves, erected, grown, deception.
Ah, You know?
I don't know. I just got wise and I just started really like conversating with people, figuring things out, and just start getting everything I want up in there. It just really never became a problem for me, and it became normal. I got a skillet up in there, and we was cooking every day. We got TVs up in there. We got PS4 up in there. We all smoking in the middle of the day room. All that. I got videos of everything and all. Like, it was like basically being out. It's just being around a whole bunch of niggas.
It's crazy because like when you're locked up, everybody obviously is just trying to have the best quality of life that they can. But then when somebody gets locked up for something that the people like decide that they don't like you for, they'll see any little thing, any little luxury that you're getting in there, even if it's a pizza, and they'll just use that to be like, how the f is he able to have this kind of accommodation?
Yeah, they do. Social media.
But so you're young and you go in on this super high profile case, but obviously you're in LA. So it's like, it's not like it would be like if you got locked up in Brooklyn. It's like how did people treat you and how did they seem to regard you given that you were so young and were accused of doing something so outrageous?
I mean, they ain't really treat me no different. I went up in there and for me, everything was how it's supposed to be as it's being for go in, run my face, chill. Some staff like act kind of weird, but as time went by and they got to know me and be around me, they started fucking with me. So it was just ended up being like, of course, like they be like, he high profile, keep like, but other than that, they wasn't really treating me different.
You never saw He Who Shall Not Be Named in there, Mr. Forehead Tattoo.
Forehead tattoo.
Nah, cause you was in juvie, right?
I was in juvie.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Oh,
my
man.
bad.
Don't get me started. Okay.
That would be the ultimate fade, though.
Man, unless fight. I'm not gonna fight nobody retarded.
Oh shit!
And they got like, I ain't gonna play with that.
I know you said that a lot of people look at you like a bad person. Do you feel like a bad person?
I feel like things I did as a kid, things I did when I was young, I understand what people saying. I was a bad person. I was a terrible person, honestly. No, that's how I had to be. If not, it's like you get thrown in a shark tank. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know how I eat sharks. I don't care. Like, throw me in the shark tank, whatever it is.
I mean, one thing that stands out to me about it is that we are coming off like 15 years of rap music coming out of LA that really glamorizes home invasions. And like, there's a bunch of different rappers that we can all name who have made a lot of money off of pushing narratives about how fun it is to rob people's cribs. And that.
Yeah. Y'all tune into that interview, man. Check that interview out, man. And, really get into it and take it apart and, comment on it, come out, comment on it and let people know, what you think, man, because this is our culture and this affects all of us. It affects not only, us, but the younger guys that's coming up, the perspective that's going on. I mean, you got to understand this happened. I mean, look what happened with the, and the judges in the courts, they support this shit. You know what I'm saying? They support it because it's just going to bring more violence. It's going to bring more violence. It's going to bring more discontent. And it's going to bring, division between older and younger and, East and West and stuff. So the media, they're going to push it, man. They're going to keep pushing it because the judges is letting them out. They did the same thing in the King Von case. Look what they did in the King Von case. They let the kid, they let him go. So now he's out rapping about getting away with killing King Von, and that's the new thing now. The new thing, kill somebody. That's the new thing. Kill somebody, get away with it, and then start rapping about it. and and walking around and being disrespectful, and having no remorse. And so we had a dangerous crossroads when we begin to accept this type of behavior, and people that are in a position to make a difference, they propelling or capitalizing off of the violence instead of bringing it to a head. WACK 100, I ain't like that, man. I think you could have probably stopped this interview, man. But you guys tune in. We got a lot going on. We got a lot of different topics cover. It's so much going on. It's just so crazy out there right now. It's so much going on. But yeah, tune into that. We're gonna sign off of here right now, man, and we're gonna be back. Y'all already know, man. This is the War and Words podcast, man. The war is in your words, man. And if you look, you'll find out, most wars, are started by words.
Wrong deception lives in pits of the boogie acidic fluid. Emanates from receptors as my evil demon seed. Turbo boost, predecessors, rising blood pressure. At midnight, armor still cannot protect you. Money elected, 64 squares, I'm chess subjector. The midnight run, my evil sibling son loads up the gun stun. Playing the rooftop, 45 degrees, secure is done. A next Marvel superhero. Approaching slow attempts to draw down and put a drop on seat and kills Gundelero. Like ocean waves, red zone is warning though. Wanna be just a service appearing, grab the cash flow, mark for death, bounty hunted, hard to kill like seagull, but there's never satisfaction of the stalking eagle. Pluribus unanimous, putting hits on runners, divergence from explosives, reserve the getaway to TWA. I'm flying, seeing sunny days, gifts crown my presence like Santa Claus in heaven. Prophets from Smith and Western Texas in Hawaii presence.
Reviews with demonstrations can take you to many different places in the world. Still feels the clips of gold. Reviews with demonstrations can take you to many different places in the world. Dreams to get the green. Reviews with demonstrations can take you to many different places in the world.
I'm off of fame like Chris, quadrupling the altitude's myth. Don't make me piss, cause I'm rolling with the black fist. Mortal entities for home remedies. Consistent value amounts of prosperity. People clergy. Visualization is despicable. Your witchcraft ritual brought your ass to a funeral. I celebrate what I demonstrate. Try to knock me out the box, but it's you who will disintegrate. Faces of attraction, build nuclear reactions with plans of destroying this world through interaction. Allies and juice spots, the biggest budgets. Motives of corruption, beating your dome like a concussion. Virtual insanity from insanity. Your whole style's a phase, more seabed to engrave. Overseer, Alaikum Shalom. I see you in the essence, times is ticking like a bomb. Circling gravity, come meet your majesty. Born majestic, 2-foot apostle. Rays of Illuminati, trying to guard my fossil. Eventually decay, all chemical relations. Invalid temptation, got your deathbed invitation. No way to walk, son, bodies outlined
this one solution. Now we out to catch our retribution. That's any monetary value in this revolution. Drug distribution from the Bronx to Massachusetts. Midnight when we do shit, make sure to have the gats equipped. God, we said, forget hustling on your front step. I got a house to enhance upon our gross net. Cause and effect, maybe our only regret. Blast suspects, hoping not to get the card checked. State troopers, knowing I'm a wrongdoer. Questioning me about Lugers and the center Buddha. I pled the fifth, no need to hear these cops riff. High risk, that's the life of a terrorist. I handle it, now I'm off on my way. Coke by the case, 20 dimes, nicks and trays. My payday, as I arrive where my man resides. My clientele was based on my product size. I'm not an everyday face in this new place. Word gets around, we sling bass, plus got mad pace. Stinks can get hot like extreme energy. Local sweating me, I gotta flee momentarily. Green currency, the devil in disguise. Paper for merchandise, and some even lost lives.
Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most
why not test?
Yeah, test. We said done.
And the boogie down.
Uptown. And the boogie down.
The boogie down.
TFH representing YOG.
Yo, God, this monetary value is causing mass destruction, son.
Yeah, God, it's all true, son. But it's needed, God. It's needed, son. With 1 million of these scrolls, son, I can see heaven, God. A new house, car, land to produce my own crops, son.
Yeah, God, you know we all one. Arm, leg, arm, supreme head.
That's great, son, in the essence. But due to circumstances of the physical, we all separate.
So we on it again, son.
The paper chase.
Paper chase.
Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison. Subliminal hypnotism and colonialism leaves most dead or in prison.
A terrorist, godfather, return of the 40 thieves. A wretched grown deception lives in pits of the boogie acidic fluid. A man in H.